Hello book friends! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis and welcome to a reading vlog. In today's video I read 3 different books over the course of a week, and honestly I don't know how to pitch this video to y'all because I forgot to do an intro, so I'm doing it now. Like I said, 3 different books, 3 different genres, and yeah, if you're interested in some rambly book reviews and chatting and hanging out for the next 15 minutes, then continue on to the video, and thank you for watching. I hope you're doing fantastic and enjoy! So the first book that I am going to be reading for this reading vlog is going to be People to Follow by Olivia Worley. If I'm looking to the sides, it's because I have it up next to me. I promise I'm not just looking at nothing. I have an e-arc of this one from Wednesday Books, and I recently redid my Kindle and it's been really motivating me to read on it more, so I really want to just pick this up and read on my Kindle. I'm excited, but also I have a note about this book. So this book, in case you don't know what it is about, it comes out this October, and it is a teen influencer, mystery thriller vibe. Essentially, 10 influencers are invited to a remote Caribbean island, and when they get there, one of them is dead, and they have no way to access the people who sponsored them to be on this. They are literally just left completely alone and start getting creepy messages from a mysterious sponsor. And I'm interested in this book. However, I also have apprehensions about it because I've literally read this exact concept before, verbatim, and really liked it. So I'm just I have a really hard time knowing what I'm going to feel about this book because I've literally read it before. If you don't know what I'm talking about, so that book, 10 influencers go to an island, one person dies, they can't contact anyone, they get mysterious messages. That exact description can work for both People to Follow, what I'm about to read, in a book called Never Coming Home by Kate Williams, which came out, I think earlier this year, or late last year. And they're literally the exact same concept, and I really liked Never Coming Home. I thought it was really well done and tasteful. So while I am excited about People to Follow, I'm also feeling the concept is just so similar. 10 teen influencers, one dead body. I feel like this book is going to have to work really hard to stand out and feel different to me from the other book that I've read with the exact same concept. It's crazy to me that even have 10 influencers. It's literally the same book by 2 different authors. I think it'll be interesting to see how I feel about People to Follow, considering I did give Never Coming Home 4.5 or 5 stars. It's a couple days later and I'm here with a reading update, and if I look like a mess, that's because it's 7 a.m. So, in personal life things, I started a new job this week. I don't know why I thought starting a new job and doing a reading vlog would work together, but I kind of forgot how exhausting food service was because I haven't done a food service job in a while. This is so off topic, but I've been really tired and I haven't really been reading as much. But this morning I'm sitting down to try to read as much of People to Follow as I possibly can. And honestly, guys, I'm enjoying this one a good bit so far. I will say I feel the fact that there are 10 characters made it really overwhelming in the beginning because I just did not know who was who, which made it really overwhelming. And the other downside so far is that this book is told through 6 perspectives, but all of their voices sound the exact same. So at any given moment, it's really hard for me to actually tell whose voice I am reading this through because none of them have distinct things that make it obvious who you're reading about, and that's not great. Okay, last complaint is the language used. First of all, one of the characters says babe at the end of every sentence whenever she's talking to someone, which is super annoying. But also, the author uses a lot of Gen Z slang, and it just does not come across well. She uses the word yeet or yeeted a lot instead of through or thrown. And I get it. I've said yeet. I say yeet. But there's just a time and place, and I don't feel this book uses it the way it should, because I feel it's just so cringy when when the slang is used. And then in terms of good things, I'm currently 60% in and I'm really enjoying it. I will say it is very spooky. I am easily frightened, but I feel the spooky vibes are really there. I definitely am very interested in the mystery aspect, so I'm excited to see how the author's going to pull this together, because even though the story is one that I'm kind of familiar with, I feel the author has done a really good job in making it unclear who is responsible for this whole island setup murder thing. So I'm really excited to keep reading and find that out, because I currently don't even have a guess of who I think did it, because it's just really well written in terms of the mystery. So I am back home now. It is later the same day. I'm off work, and the next few days I'm off, so I'm really excited to keep this reading vlog going. But I'm here to update you guys because I finished People to Follow. So I think I'm going to give this book either 3.5 or 4 stars. I'm not exactly sure yet, But I really enjoyed this book, honestly, more than I even thought I was going to. Like I said earlier, like, it just reminded me a lot of another book I've read, and it definitely did. Like, throughout the entire book, there were so many parallel moments between this book and the other book I've read with the exact same concept, but this book also was just really good, honestly. I think the mystery was interesting and really well crafted. It's hard to talk about without spoiling it. I will say I did feel like the ending was like slightly unsatisfying for me. I don't really know exactly what else I would have wanted to see, but I feel like there could have been a little bit more. There were a lot of good twists and turns. It's a really definitely good, well-crafted mystery, and I highly would recommend it, honestly. I don't know exactly when this one comes out. It comes out sometime in 2023, but if you want like a twisty YA mystery with a lot of point of views. I will say there's like 6 different point of views and like 10 different characters. There's a lot going on, and it is a little overwhelming in the beginning, as I mentioned earlier. But other than that, I don't have many complaints. The writing is decent, and honestly, I'm excited to see if this author writes anything else. This book was fun, but not the most original in my opinion, because of the fact I have read I keep repeating myself, and I'm really sorry about that, but I would like to see this author write something else with like a different like idea, a different like main storyline, and I definitely think that I would be willing to check that out when it happens, because this book was pretty enjoyable to read. I really like the mystery, I like the twist, and it was spooky enough that I didn't really want to read it after the sunset, and I think that is always a good indication to me of a good thriller, if I feel spooked out enough that I don't really want to read it like at night. I don't know what I'm going to read next. I'm going to go figure that out, and then I will come back and update you. Hi, it's the next day. I didn't mean to vlog more yesterday, but then I ended up honestly just watching Vampire Diaries and having a bit of a mental breakdown, and then I just didn't film anymore, so now we're here. It's Friday, it's one of my days off, and I'm super excited because I just started my next read for the reading vlog. The next book I'm going to be picking up, that I'm actually already a few chapters into, is First Down by Grace Riley. I got this book for my birthday pretty recently, and I really want to read it, so I was like, you know what, it's time. This is a fake dating sports romance between our main two characters, James and Bex. Essentially, James is a football player at this college, and he has to retake this English course that he took at his past college because he failed it, but he's going to be really struggling with it, so he wants a tutor. So, then there's Bex. And Bex's ex-boyfriend will not leave her alone. So to get her ex to leave her alone, she's going to be fake dating James, and then she will also, and then in exchange for James being her fake date, she will be tutoring James in the English class. So I'm currently only like 25 pages into this so far, but honestly, the first like few chapters were pretty cute and had me hooked pretty fast. So I'm excited to read this. It's the first in a trilogy about 3 brothers, with James being the first main character, which I think is really fun. So I'm excited that if I like this, I can definitely see myself like buying the rest of the series, so that way I can just get into them. That being said, like I mentioned, today is my day off, so it's going to be a very chill, at-home type of day. I think my parents are going to be gone all day, so I have the house to myself, which is why we're actually hanging out in the living room. So I'm excited. Other than that, I have just started watching XO Kitty, the new show, like the spin-off of To All the Boys I Loved Before, so that's really fun, and also, you know, bookish. But otherwise, I will get back to you with either a life or reading update in just a little bit. Someone wanted to say hello and interrupted my reading. This is Brutus, everyone. He's my boy. The snuggliest little dog I've ever known. My buddy. I guess this is a good time to tell you all that I am on, I think we're on page 80 now, several chapters in, and we're finally getting to the part where the main characters are trying to fake date. I don't know if you guys can see him well, but I'm literally holding him like he's a little baby. Say hi, Brutus. So I'm officially about 100 pages into First Down, and here are my current thoughts, feelings, and opinions. So first of all, this book has been really fun. I did have a hard time at the beginning focusing on it, but now that we're in, I'm definitely more hooked. It is dual POV, and the chapters are pretty short, which is really helping keep my interest. I'm really liking it so far. The biggest thing for me that I'm disliking is honestly James's point of view, the guy. There's just certain language being used around his description of women that just kind of gives me like a ick, and it's definitely a personal preference thing. Like, I know lots of people do not mind this, and it's something that also comes up a lot in Elle Kennedy's books, in my opinion. I don't want to get into it too much because like I just don't even like getting into it, but there's just like some language use that I just like personally, as a really personal preference, just kind of do not like. Other than that though, I am really enjoying it, and I am really excited though because like you see a lot of his brothers, and that's making me feel like, you know, if this book continues to be really good, that it will be fun and exciting to read the rest of the series. So, y'all, it is the next day, and I just finished First Down, so it's time for us to talk about it. However, it is like 9 p.m., the sun is like set, and it's going to get very dark very fast, so we're just gonna have to chit-chat about my thoughts and feelings about this one very quickly. During the first bit of this vlog, I had read about 100 pages of this book, and then today I sat down and read the last 200 pages, and honestly, I enjoyed this one a lot more than I thought I would. My biggest critiques of this book, I'm going to try to talk quickly, because like I said, sun setting, we gotta go. I did not like some of the language that was used in the, sex scenes. There were some things that James said I did not like. I did not like some of the words he used when he was describing the female main character, as I talked about earlier, I believe. Something that's a personal preference is I really like slow burn. I don't like when characters get together, especially sexually, super early in the book. So that did happen in this book, and it's just not my favorite thing. I am a slow burn girl, and that's fine. Personal preference, like I said. Things I did like about this book. I really enjoyed the whole family that James has, his brothers, his sister, and it really makes me excited to possibly read other books in the series. I really liked our female main character. I really liked how she liked photography, since I actually am studying photography in school. I also really liked the diner and just the overall character development of not only the main two characters, but the side characters like Beck's mom and James's family. I really liked reading the other plots going on. I did think the plot with her ex was super interesting, albeit at times just awful, because the ex is an awful character, which is super, super clear in this book. I promise that's not a spoiler, but overall, I did really enjoy this, and by the end, I was smiling and giggling, and there were just a lot of really fun, cute moments. There's a lot of smut, and overall, I just really liked it. I have been told by others that this series gets even better as it goes, so considering that, I think I'm going to give this one 3 or 3.5 stars, and I did overall really like it. That makes me even more excited to try to read the next couple books, since I did honestly enjoy this one a lot. Hi, good morning. It's the next day, and here's a reading update for you all before I have to go to work. So, first of all, I have to work today, 4 hours, and I'm not excited because I know that I'm going to be really tired, so I want to try to get some reading in before I have to go. So, the next book that we're going to be reading this week is Begin Again by Emma Lord. This is not the book I thought I was going to pick up, but it was just calling to me last night, and I started reading it. I'm 15 pages in, and I'm already pretty hooked. So here's what the book is about. Begin Again is about our main character, Andy, and she has a plan to transfer from her community college to the competitive Blue Ridge Stone and major in psych. And she mostly decides to transfer here because her long-distance boyfriend goes there. But things go off the rail really fast, because when she gets there, things get more complicated when she finds out that her boyfriend actually transferred to her community college to be closer to her. So now, they're just as far, but they switched universities. And then she has a really cool roommate, and it seems like it's going to be a grumpy sunshine romance with her RA, who was already introduced immediately, within the first couple chapters. The main female character, Andy, has really cute, grandmothers who take care of her, and honestly, I'm just enjoying it so far. I'm a big fan of Emma Lord, and I've been wanting to get to this one for a while, so I'll keep you posted. I feel like whenever I'm vlogging, every single clip starts with, it's a few days later, it's the next day, but you know what? It is a few days later, and I'm sorry about that. Work has been a lot. I don't think I have vlogged since literally Sunday, and it's Thursday right now. And I was just gonna make this a 1-week vlog, but because I started this book, Begin Again, I want to finish this book in the vlog. So here's kind of our current status and update. I'm currently 230 pages in, and honestly, I'm enjoying this book so freaking much. I'm really enjoying it, honestly. There's so many things that are just making me smile. I love the relationship between Andy and Milo, the main two characters. I also really love Andy's relationship with Milo's family. And then I'm really excited right now because I've had a prediction since the very start of the book that I'm not going to say because it would be super spoilery, but we're getting to this part of the book where I think that my prediction is completely correct, and I'm really excited about it. It's not a good thing, but I'm just excited that I was right. So I finished Begin Again last night, so let's talk about it. So I ended up giving Begin Again 5 out of 5 stars, and I loved it so much. Y'all, this book was just so incredible, and I cannot recommend it enough. It is... My cat has some things to say, I guess. This book was just everything I wanted and more. The romance in it made my heart happy, and there's just so many different moments in it that just made me just honestly so happy. There's a bagel shop, and then one of the characters is addicted to a coffee blend called Eternal Darkness, and there's just so many different things. This book was so full of Emma Lord's signature charm, and I just really enjoyed it so much. With that being said, we're gonna end the vlog here. This vlog has been a bit messier than I like, but I feel I also end up saying that in literally every single vlog I've literally ever made, so Hi, Zula. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with me this past week. I hope you're doing amazing. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Feel free to message me on Insta. My handle is right here. Or leave a comment down below if you want to talk about any of the books I talked about in today's video. I hope you're doing amazing, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye!